Well, the company Johnson & Johnson is in trouble for allegedly knowing for 40 years that there was a link between one of their products and ovarian cancer. Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm recently stopped by to explain what's going on. All right, so tell us about this recent verdict and the cases that are pending. What's happening here?
Yeah, there's about 1,200 of these cases pending right now, and there's going to be more. This was a verdict where a lady developed ovarian cancer after years of using Johnson & Johnson baby powder or talc powder.
Right.
And there's been scientific links now. There's some debate that it is a carcinogen, that it can cause cancer, and this was a $10 million verdict for this lady's death. And then on top of that, the jury gave a punitive damage verdict of $62 million. And when you see a verdict like that, what you're seeing from a jury is outrage. And this case was presented to explain to the jury that this was a danger that the company knew for decades. They knew it, they have known it for a long time, that other companies have taken talc out of certain products and that they haven't. They didn't warn anybody about it, and instead I think the jury felt that they tried to hide it instead of say, hey, this is a potential problem. Right. Be aware of this. Terrible.
So these cases are likely going to increase, right? So
sure.
What's going to happen?
So this was one of the first cases, but there's, like I said, there's, our office has got a couple in there. There's several other across the country. What happens when you have a case like this where there may be thousands is you don't want different verdicts and different lawyers doing everything across the country separately and judges ruling differently on these cases. Okay. So they get consolidated into what we call a multi-district litigation. And right now the main one in these talc cases or baby powder cases is in St. Louis. Okay. We've talked about other products cases we handle, like the Stryker hip replacements. We're still doing a lot of those.
Yep, we'll talk about those.
A multi-district case. So what will happen is these will start rolling through. When a verdict comes out like this and it's in the news, people are going to realize that they may be affected by it, and so they'll call, and that's going to create more. And then, hopefully what will happen after, there'll be a few trials, different numbers, some may not win, some juries may think it's not related, and then hopefully there may be some settlements, some resolutions to people so they can put this behind them.
So if someone watching could be affected, or they know someone who might be affected, what should they do? When should they contact your office?
Tennessee has a tight statute of limitations, so you should call immediately. You may have a case, you may not have a case. It doesn't cost anything to call our office, whether it's this case or a hip recall or some other defective product that's impacted you. Just call us.
Worth looking into. Jim, thanks.
Thank you.
The Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call. The number is 1-800-705-2121 or go to thehigginsfirm.com.